When I saw blockchain, I thought, wow, look, this technology could be deployed in so many ways, but there are two problems to be solved when trying to deploy blockchain environments.
Yeah.
And one is, how do you enable an environment where consensus in the human formation was somewhat aligned, but how do you bring the digital tooling in alignment to that consensus formation? And we were fortunate enough in the diamond industry in 2003 that the United Nations created the Kimberley process, which is a 3-step validation system, and it drives across 81 countries in the world.
Wow.
So they have spent the best part of the last 15 years working out how they can all agree to agree or all agree to disagree. So there was already a sense of consensus ruling, but the industry at large was driven by literally a gentleman's handshake, a chit of paper, and a promise to pay, like a whole bunch of IOU widgets and gadgets that were running around industry. So when I look at the diamond industry, there were propositions and problems that were really at the forefront of why EVERLEDGER began, and also why we chose diamonds to begin with. So firstly, we can't solve on blockchain alone anything to do with provenance and traceability. It has to bring together a symphony of technologies, whether it be the object identity itself. And from a diamond perspective, we were yet again so fortunate because diamonds are unique by their very nature. They have a puff, which is a physical unclonable feature. That's not something that I've turned. In fact, a puff has been around for quite some time. The semiconductor industry used it for generations. So when we looked at diamonds, we thought, wow, we can get the unique identity of that diamond and we can capture it digitally. How do we not just only capture it digitally, but we don't want it to be the sole validation point of the person to say this is the diamond? How do we get cross-validation across an industry? So EVERLEDGER, I guess, has moved from a point where we can capture the identity of diamond, create that digital twin, and enable each of the validation points across the industry to either contribute data or use data in such a way that provides for transparency and de-risks the supply chain.